Thomas Emlyn was the first British preacher definitely to describe himself with the word Unitarian, though he didn't at first. At age 28, he began serving Wood Street Presbyterian Church in Dublin, but he had doubts about the Trinity. At age 38, he wrote to a friend, "I cannot hope to continue here in my present post when I have once professed my views." Wishing to avoid both insincerity and controversy, he simply avoided mentioning the Trinity. Finally, at age 39, he was confronted why in 11 years of preaching he had never mentioned the Trinity. Emlyn acknowledged himself to be an Arian Unitarian and offered to resign. The congregation said, "Take a leave of absence instead," but critics of his theology attacked him fiercely. In response, Emlyn wrote, "An Humble Inquiry into the Scripture Account of Jesus Christ," published later that same year, 1702. That book would be a great influence on Unitarian development. Its most immediate effect, however, was to get Emlyn expelled from the Dublin Presbytery and then arrested and convicted for blasphemy. He was fined £1,000. Unable to pay the fine, he was jailed for 2 years until the fine was lowered. The first British preacher to call himself Unitarian was also the last person jailed in Britain for denial of the Trinity. In 1705, at age 42, released from jail and with no established church willing to take him, he moved to London, gathered a small congregation, and frequently guest preached at London's non-conforming congregations until the end of his days. 50 years after his death, extracts from his Humble Inquiry were published in America, where they helped spark our emerging Unitarian movement.